Hello, welcome back to Pilates at Home by Rebalance Physio. Thank you all so much for filling out the questionnaire last week. We got a huge amount of feedback on it. You probably will see an email that was sent out, loads of extra detail on how we're going to change the classes, so I'll quickly recap that for you. What we're going to do is we're going to send out 4 videos a week. There'll be a level 1, which will be sort of like this class, but it'll be a little bit longer, so it's going to be up to 30 minutes now. It's going to be 30 minutes now. We're going to have a level 2, which will be like the Monday and Thursday classes combined. It'll be a 30-minute class, a little bit tougher. We're going to have an equipment class where we're going to use resistance bands, we're going to use foam rollers, Pilates balls, things to build a little bit more control, a little bit more stability around the core and the hip, and start to bring in maybe the lower traps, the upper body a little bit more. And we're going to start to incorporate them into another class called the equipment class. And finally, we're going to have one 15-minute express class a week that you can use as a second or a third workout class of the week, or you can use it when you find you're a little bit short in time but you still want to get a class in but you don't have the full half hour to do. Part of the new system as well is going to have a members area on the website, so you can log in, see all the old videos, see the new ones that get put up every week. You can click onto them, you can watch them on your computer, you'll be able to watch them on an app on your phone, and finally you can stream them onto your TV. So a few little button clicks, you'll be able to have us up on your TV while you do the workout in your living room. We'll get started on today's class anyway, so we'll send an email out at the end of the week about that. We'll get started on today's class now. So we're going to come onto our hands and knees. I'm going to do a quick warm up. Hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips. We're going to drop the ribs down to the mat, arch the back, lift the head up. Drop the head down, push the ribs up to the ceiling. Good. Drop the ribs back down, arch the back as much as you can. Really look up as high as you can. And then drop the head down, push the hands away from the body. Drop the ribs back down, lift the head up one more, and then drop the head down. Ribs up towards the ceiling, and then drop the ribs down halfway. Pinch shoulder blades together, keep the left knee on the mat, pick the left foot up, look around the left arm, left foot comes in, right foot comes up and out to the side, and then back in. Left foot comes up and out, back in, right foot comes up and out, back in. Left foot up and out, last one to the left side, back in, last one on the right, looking out to the side. Perfect. Left leg back behind the body this time, right arm up in front, and into circles with the heel and the hand. Keep the hips and shoulders still and change directions. Perfect. So then a little bit of control around the core, and then bring the arms and legs back down. Right leg back, left arm up in front. Circles again with the heel and the hand, keeping your back flat. Keep that right elbow tucked in. Keep the body still, and then change directions. Good. And then rest the arms and legs back down. We're going to come into the knee hovers again. Tuck the elbows in, lift the knees 2 inches up off the mat, hold the knees there, and then rest back down. For the next set, we're going to do like we did last week. We're going to lift the feet up one at a time. Lift the knees up, and then march the feet right and left, right and left, right and left. Keep the hips in the middle, don't let them swing side to side as you pick the feet up, and then rest the knees back down. Good. Next one we're going to do. Tuck the elbows in again, lift the knees up off the mat, lift the right hand up and down, left hand up and down, right hand and down, left, right, left, and rest the knees down. Good. Let's turn over onto our back. So, head resting onto our back. We're not going to imprint the spine, we're not going to practice that one this week. That's going to be part of the new system. We're going to have technique tutorial classes where we're going to more depth on how to improve those techniques and get them perfect. This time we're just going to go straight into the imprint, hands by the side, rest the shoulders back, legs to tabletop, and then nice soft taps. Right, left, right, left. Good, and focus on the imprint. And left, and smooth breaths in and out. Left, one more on the right, last one on the left, legs to tabletop, and bring the feet down, and have a little rest. Next one, we're going to imprint the spine with 2 legs to tabletop, shoulders are relaxed, and tap the 2 feet off the mat. 1, 2, 3, relax those shoulder blades. 5, and you can make it a little bit harder by tapping further away, but keep the imprint all the time. 7, 3 more. 8, keep the knees together. 9, and the last one, keep that imprint. Legs back to tabletop, and rest the feet down. Next one, we're going to grab our pillow between the legs, hands by the side, imprint the spine, lift the hips up, hold the hips up nice and high, drop the knees out and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. As the knees drop out, make sure the hips stay up high, make sure they don't sink down bit by bit by bit. Keep the hips nice and high, squeeze and relax, squeeze and relax. 2 more, last one, and then rest the hips down. Grab the circle again, imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, knees are 90 degrees, hips are 90 degrees, shoulders are relaxed, squeeze the circle, drop the left knee to the side, back in. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right knee to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Grab the pillow and bring the feet down onto the mat. Next one, imprint the spine. We're going to extend the leg. This time we're going to bring the gracilis into it, one of the muscles, the adductor muscle on the inside of the thigh. It's going to help to work that muscle even more. So we're going to straighten the right leg and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 5. Keep the left knee still. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the right knee. And then switch to the left leg. So spine stays imprinted, ribs are down, shoulders are relaxed. Left leg is extended and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the left knee and bring the feet down. One more at the pillow, hands by the side, squeeze the pillow as tight as you can. Imprint and lift and back down. Keep squeezing that pillow as tight as you can. 2, looking for full hip extension. 3, keep the rib cage down. Put the hands on the ribs, make sure they don't flare out, keep them down. 4, 5, you're imagining scooping the hips up. 6, and lift. 7, and lift. 8, back down. 2 more. 9, and last one. 10, and then roll the hips back down. Have a little rest. We'll leave the pillow down to the side for now and leave it down there. Next exercise, we're going to do a set of hundreds. So, hands by the side, tuck the chin in, imprint the spine, tuck the chin to the chest, head and shoulders up and beat the hands. 1, 2, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 2, 4, 5, and out. 2, 4, 5, and in. 2, 4, 5, and out. 2, 4, 5, and in. 2, 4, 5, and out. 2, 4, 5, and in. 2, 4, 5, and out. 3, 4, 5, and in. 2, 4, 5, and out. 2, 4, 5, and in. 2, 4, 5, and out. 2, 5, and in. 2, 4, 5, and out. 2, 4, 5, and in. 2, 4, 5, and out. 2, 4, 5. Last breath in and breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest the head back down and have a little rest for a second. Remember, you can always put the pillow underneath your neck if you find any strain through that. Next one, we're going to make the hundreds a little bit harder. We're going to bring the legs off the mat into tabletop. We're going to do a half step though this time. We're going to bring one leg to tabletop. If you want to make it harder, you can imprint the spine, bring the 2 legs up, but I'm going to show you one leg. Halfway through on the 5th breath, or I'm sorry, from the 5th to the 6th breath, we're going to switch legs. If you do 2 legs up, keep them up for 10 full breaths. So, hands by the side, tuck the chin in, spine is imprinted, left leg is in tabletop, chin to the chest, head and shoulders up and beat the hands. 1, 2, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 2, 4, 5, and out. 2, 4, 5, and in. 2, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 4, 5, breathe in. 2, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 4, 5, breathe in, 2, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 4, 5, switch legs if you have one leg up, in, 2, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 4, 5, in, 2, 4, 5, out, 2, 4, 5, head and shoulders up nice and high, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe in, 2, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 4, 5, last breath in, and breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, rest the head down, rest the feet onto the mat, and have a rest for a second. Next one, we're going to build into the lower abs. So last week we did our flutter kicks, and we lowered the 2 legs towards the mat. We're going to add an extra one in this week. It's a little bit more complicated, but we'll take our time. We'll have a rest before and I'll explain to you how we're going to do that after these 2. So next one, imprint the spine, hands by the side, legs to tabletop, straighten the legs to the ceiling, little flutter kicks. 1, 2, keep the spine imprinted. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, shoulders are relaxed. 8, 9, 10. Bend the knees, bring the feet down, and have a little rest again. So with these, keep the rib cage down, keep the spine imprinted, and shoulders relaxed. Next one, 2 legs to the ceiling, and a small little lower, just a couple of inches down away from the body. Imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, keep squeezing those lower abs, straighten the legs up and lower. 1, 2, arms are relaxed. 3, back is imprinted. 4, keeping the ribs down. 5, 6, 7, 8, smooth breaths in and out. 9, last one. 10, bend the knees, bring the feet down and rest again. Next one is a little bit more complicated. I'll show you what we're going to do first. We're going to imprint the spine, bring the 2 legs to tabletop, chin to the chest, right hand comes to the outside of the right ankle, left hand to the inside of the right knee, straighten the left leg, and then switch. Left hand to the outside of the ankle, right hand to the inside of the knee, and switch. Outside hand to the ankle, inside hand to the knee. So, we'll run through that. 10 in total, 5 in each leg. Imprint the spine. Tuck the chin in. Legs to tabletop. Chin to the chest, head and shoulders up. Right hand to the outside of the right ankle, left hand to the inside of the knee. Straighten the left leg, and switch. Outside hand to the ankle, and switch. 3, switch. 4, switch. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the knees to tabletop, rest the head down, and feet down onto the mat. Perfect. Next, let's turn onto the side. I'm going to work the hips. So, rest the head down onto the mat, back land up at the back of the mat again, slight little bend at the hips, so feet come to the front of the mat. Push the top hip away from the body, and lift the top leg up. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Rest the leg down. We're going to draw little circles with the top leg. Lift top leg 6 inches. Circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Keep pushing the heel away from the body. 9, 10. Change directions. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest the leg down again. Again, we're going to push the heel away from the body. The next one is big circles coming up, forward, down and back. And we're going to do with this, we're going to push the heel as far away from the body as you can, and as you lift the leg up, really push it far away. So lift the leg up an inch, kick the leg forward, up, back and down. 1, big circles. 2, 3, stretch that heel away from the body. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change directions. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, big lift. 3, 2, last one, and then rest the legs in. Next one, cycling forward and back. Lift the top leg 6 inches. And we're going to cycle forward. 1, keep that shin parallel to the floor. 2, 3, don't let the knee drop down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And then rest the legs out. Good. Grab the top ankle with your hand, imprint the spine, and then pull the leg back. Good, so we're stretching out the quads now, stretching out the rectus femoris, one of the quads muscles along the front here. So a gentle stretch through there. If you feel there's any pinching in the back or any pressure in the back, tuck the hips under your body, almost curve your spine forward as if you're slumping, and then stretch the leg back. Perfect. And then rest the top leg down, and we'll turn over onto the other side. So, same thing again. For me, I'm onto my left side. Again, line the back up with the back of the mat, feet slightly to the front of the mat, hand onto the top hip to make sure it doesn't move, so we don't want it coming up and down or shaking back and forward. We want to keep it as still as we can. So, hand onto the top hip, push that top leg away from either right leg, push it as far away from the body as you can, and then lift and lower for 10. 1, 2. The leg just has to lift about 30-40 centimeters into the air, not too high. 7, 8, 9, 10. And rest the leg back down. Nice smooth movements both up and on the way back down. Next one, top leg up 6 inches. Little circles. 1, 2, keep that hip still. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change directions. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest the leg down. Big circles next. So as the foot comes up to the top of the circle, really push that heel as far away from the body as you can. So lift the leg an inch and kick the leg forward, up, back and down. 1, 2, push that heel away from the body as you lift it up. 3, 4, big circles. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Change directions. 10, keep those circles nice and big, don't let them get small. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and then rest the legs down. Good. Last exercise. We're nearly there now. Cycling forward and back. Lift the top leg 2 inches. Keep that shin parallel to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure the hips don't rock back and forward. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Backwards. Last 10. 9, 8, 7. Burning in the side of the hips here. 6, 5. You might feel it coming down the leg as well. Don't worry about that. 4, 3, 2. Last one. And then rest the leg down. Perfect. Grab the front of the top ankle. Curve your spine. So slumping forward a little bit. Imprinting the spine. And then stretch the top leg back. Stretch into the rectus femoris along the right leg now, or the top leg. Good. We're going to hold the stretch for about 30 seconds. The first 20 muscle tends to tighten a little bit to prevent itself from being overstretched. 20 to 30 seconds it actually relaxes and you get the stretch out of the muscle then. Good, and then rest the top leg down. We're going to stretch the hamstrings a little bit today, so we're going to turn over onto your back. Knees are bent, bring the right thigh towards the chest, straighten the right leg to the ceiling. So you feel a stretch into the back of the right thigh where your hands are. And then you're going to start to pump those right toes up and down like that. As you pull the toes towards you, you're going to feel stretch into your right calf. That's your sciatic nerve being stretched. So it goes all the way down from your brain, all the way down your spine, all the legs to the big toe. So as you pull that big toe towards you, you're pulling it from that end, and then you're relaxing it. So anything that's caught around that nerve, any hamstring injuries, any scar tissues, adhesions, disc issues in the past, they can catch around that nerve and they can pinch on it, and it's a gentle way of loosening it up. And then switch legs. Grab the back of the left thigh, straighten the left leg to the ceiling, and then pump the toes back and forward. Good, and the same thing on this leg, so you get that stretch into the back of the thigh, and then to add to that, you can stretch the sciatic nerve, pulling it back and forward, and as you go through this, you should notice things a little bit easier towards the end. The stretch doesn't feel as intense as the muscle starts to lengthen. Bend the left knee, bring the left foot down, and we'll finish that for today. See you next week. Bye bye.